Hi guys. Um, I don't know what to say. I hit 100 subscribers, probably about an hour after my last video. So I have them. I have them. Yeah. So as promised, thank you for the input from everybody. I'm not going to mention names as I read these questions. You know who you are when you're reading it. Not reading it, watching it. Yes. So I did have to cut out a few questions just because if I answered every question I got, it would take, it would be an hour long video. So here we go. So question one: what was the last thing you searched on your phone? Now this one's boring. It was actually earlier today, and I was looking for a temporary job, part-time job with the lockdown, with furlough, with COVID, with everything like that. I thought I'd look for some extra work and get it there. So that's that one. Have you ever played Cards Against Humanity with your parents? Yes, I have. Played it while on holiday with them. I enjoyed it. Them not so much. All right. If you had to choose between going naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles for everyone to read, what would you choose? Now this is hard for me because I'm not a fan of how I look naked. I've got a bit of a belly, but thought bubbles. Those of you that know me know that I have no filter between an impulse and a thought. So I would have to go naked on that one. What is the one-way speed of light? So we're going to have to change the answer to number one here because I'm now going to have to Google the one-way speed of light. So, one-way speed of light. According to Wikipedia, the one-way speed of light is... When using the term the speed of light, it is sometimes necessary to make the distinction between its one-way speed and its two-way speed. The one-way speed of light from a source to a detector cannot be measured independently of a convention as to how synchronized... What can, however, be experimentally measured as a round-trip speed, so the two-way speed of light. Well, there's that one. Right. If you do want to know the one-way speed of light, just Google it. Maybe late at night when you can't sleep. Oh, after you've dropped a piece of food, what's the longest time you've waited before eating it? Now, I can't definitely like quantify how long it was. All I do know is I went out drinking one night, fell asleep. When I woke up in the morning, there was some fried chicken next to my bed on the floor. And yes, I ate it for breakfast. So we're talking a few hours, 6 hours. It was tasty though, very tasty. Oh, have you ever tasted a booger? Yes, yes, I have. At some point in my life, I probably have. I probably have done it recently, and not even realised doing it because everybody likes to have a good pick while they're at it. Yeah. So there's that one. Uh, Ooh, what's the first thing you would do if you woke up as the opposite sex? Boobs. I would sit in front of a mirror, naked, and just play with the boobs. Do the squishy thing. Hang on, let's move the camera down. So I do the squishy and the rubby and the yeah. I would do that for probably an hour. Have you ever peed in a pool? Who out there has not peed in a pool? There's the question, really, isn't it? It's not a question of have I peed in a pool, it's when haven't I peed in a pool. If I can't be bothered to get out of the pool, I'm having a pee. And if you all think honestly within yourselves, you've probably done it as well. Have you ever farted in an elevator? I have on multiple occasions, but the one that sticks in my mind the most was I'd been out drinking the night before. I'd had some sort of junky food, and I'm in this elevator on my own. And I felt a rumbling, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to have a fart. There's nobody around. So I farted. The doors opened, I was getting out, and as I was getting out, an elderly couple were walking in. Did I feel ashamed? No, I did not. Right. An actual YouTube question. Yay! Right. What's your favourite and least favourite thing about YouTube? My favourite thing is the people I've met. Um, you've all seen the collaborations I've done over the last 6 months. I wouldn't be where I am if I hadn't have met them people. Just with the people that I talk to, that I ask advice to, everything like that, that is what makes it for me. It's nice, it's friendly, it's a nice community. Uh, What I hate about YouTube, sub for sub. Hate it. I don't care, and I've said this since day one, I don't care if I stick at a certain amount of subscribers. If I don't get past 100 subscribers, that's fine. As long as the subscribers I've got enjoy my content and watch my videos. There is no point in me sitting there with 5,000 subscribers and only getting 20 views on my videos. I'm not going to get anywhere that way. What are we up to? Top 5 favourite green things. You know who you are. Thank you for this one. I don't know many green things, so can I say veg? Lettuce. I like lettuce. I like a sandwich with a lettuce on it. Peas. Sometimes. Brussels sprouts. No, I do not like Brussels sprouts. I am not Sam. I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. I'm very sorry. I did try, but lettuce. I like lettuce. Ooh. Would you rather have fingers on the end of your eyes or eyes at the end of your fingers? This one, I'm going to go for eyes at the end of my fingers. My fingers have been places. It'd be nice to see from their point of view. Also, that weird thing from Pan's Laboratory, like that. I could do that. I could just go, just scare people. It'd be great. If I find a clip, I'll stick it on there. This one, I had to do a lot of thinking about. I really, really did. I had to weigh up my conscience on this one. So, would you rather eat a pie and sit on a dick, or sit on a pie and eat a dick? Now, I had to ask the person for clarification on this. Obviously, I was looking for a loophole in terms of, is it eat a dick, as in knife and fork, Bush took a trial, eat? Or was it suck a dick? Now, the clarification I got was suck a dick. I ain't going to suck a dick. No way at all. So it would have to be sit on a dick and eat a pie. Because I might get some pleasure out of it. I don't swing that way. But people do. So maybe it is enjoyable. At what age do you progress from child to man-child? I would say man-child. I've been a man-child for close to 16 years now, I think. I don't think there is a progression or a definitive progression. I think one day you are a child and then next you are a man-child. Ooh, why did I start my YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel to build up a following. I think people do know or don't know about me is cancer has affected my family over the last few years. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to raise some money for cancer. Well, for research cancer, not cancer itself, right? Um, so what I wanted to do was like a 24-hour gaming session. Now, my idea was I was going to live stream the 24 hours of me playing games with my friends, without my friends, the whole lot. And I was going to have a Just Giving page, and people were going to obviously watch the games and just chuck some money in. So at the end of the 24 hours, on top of sponsorship for it, we would then have a little sizable pot to give to cancer research. When discussing this with somebody, they mentioned that it's a great idea, but to stream, you need to have a following. And to build a following, you need to have your brand recognition out there. So I started streaming. I started streaming on Mixer. What I was doing is I was streaming on Mixer and nobody was watching because I didn't have a following. So then I started taking my videos from Mixer, downloading them, editing them, chuck them on YouTube, which is why my first few videos are very shocking because it was just a straight download, upload. Then I started editing it. Then I just made the switch over to YouTube. I do still stream on Twitch. Mixer doesn't exist anymore, but I do still stream on Twitch. Where if I'm playing something on my Xbox, that's how I do the recordings from the Xbox stuff. It goes through Twitch. So check it out. Do I enjoy it? Yes, I absolutely love doing stuff on YouTube. I love it. It's such an escape for me. A video may take 3 hours to get the footage, takes longer to edit, and obviously to do the thumbnail for it. The stuff that I'm learning as I go along, I'm loving it. How did you cure your inverted nipple? I never knew I had an inverted nipple, so we're going to do a hypothetical on this one. So if I had an inverted nipple, I think the best way to cure it is A, get somebody to suck really hard on it, or B, put on so much weight that it just goes and pops out. How many times have I worn ladies' underwear? Twice. Yes, twice. Both times it was fancy dress, and the first time I got dressed up as a lady because it was like a back to school disco fancy dress thing, and I drew the short straw and had to go as the school slag. So I had fake boobs, I had short skirt, I had stockings, high heels, the whole lot. And I needed somebody to do my makeup, so I asked one of the girls if they would do the makeup, and she said she would only do the makeup if I wore a thong. Unfortunately, wearing a thong as a male and getting drunk is not compatible because I was manspreading. For those of you that don't know what manspreading is, it was sitting down and opening my legs with a short skirt on and a thong, which it got pointed out to me that I was just flashing the world at that point. The second time was St. Trinian's, same deal. That same girl said she'd do my makeup if I got naked. No, not got naked, wore women's underwear. Right, what's my best pickup line and when was the last time I used it? Now this is subjective. To me, the best pickup line I ever used was in Germany when I first got out there. I didn't speak fluent German at the time. I only spoke schoolboy German, which doesn't work in Germany. Unless you go to Berlin, because that's the only place where they speak posh German. All the other places, it's like dialects. For those of you that live in the UK, it would be like somebody from London trying to talk to a Geordie. It just doesn't work. Or Americans, somebody from the deep south, like Mississippi, talking to somebody from Washington. The accent's just not there. So I was staring at this girl that I fancied, She's very attractive. And one of the guys that I was with said, "Why don't you go talk to her?" And I said, "Well, I don't speak German. I don't want to like look like an asshole." So they wrote down this chat line for me. They said, "Just say this to her," and they wrote it down how you would say it. So I walked up to her and I said, you know, Entschuldigung, ich habe ein Tintenfisch in meiner Lederhosen. She laughed. I did not laugh. I went bright red. The guys that I was with, they all started laughing. I realised I'd been set up. Went to walk away, and she asked me in fluent English, "Do you want to buy a drink?" It was later that night that I found out that ich habe ein Tintenfisch in meiner Lederhosen means I have a squid in my leather trousers. To this day, I don't know how it worked, but it did. So that was 15 years ago that I used that one. Um, so how do I see my channel growing over the next year? So starting in the new year, I'm going to be probably looking for a new intro, maybe a new outro that's professionally made, just so that we can start getting the channel a little bit more polished. I'd like to hit 500 subscribers by this time next year, but I'm not, you know, I'm not banking my life on it or anything like that. This leads on to the next question, which is where do I see my channel in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, I'd like to be, in the monetization bracket. I'm not in YouTube for the money or the fame. It is something that I like to just do in my infinite spare time. But yeah, in 5 years' time, I'd like to be doing a Q&A with you guys and maybe thousands of other people. I'd like to have some merchandise out there, just so people wear my T-shirt, So that's that one. Right. Last question. The last question needs a bit of explanation, really. It says, "How many souls have you stolen?" Now, this goes back to a myth. There's a myth that ginger people do not have a soul. And it's wrong. Because ginger people get a freckle for every soul they steal. Now, if I was to try and count how many freckles I had, we'd be here for the next 20 hours. But just to give you a brief outline of it, my hands are covered in freckles. My arms up to my shoulders, around the front and the back of my neck, and down the other one. I have freckles on my legs and my upper chest. So, ballpark figure, thousands. That is the end of my questions. That is all 21 questions. I hope that you have enjoyed this getting to know you session. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to enjoy editing it and sticking some stuff in there. As always, guys. I said as always instead of a part there. Weird. As always, guys, stick a like on the down the bottom. Comment on it. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But the most important thing we can do today is stay safe and be good to each other. And I'll catch you in the next video.